Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Bleach 1000 Year Blood War The Conflict episode number 8 reaction. Alright, the previous episode we got to see the battle between Renji and Uryu. And Renji was able to hold his ground up until a very long time. However, he also hesitated. Also, Uryu wasn't really showing his true power as well. By the end of it, Uryu uses like a kind of like a reishi extractor to extract all the reishi from Renji. Even after that, Renji still tried to strike him, but it was for no, like it didn't really do anything. In the end, he got defeated. While all of this is going on, we have another mini battle going on where Grimjo was trying to get Nakavar. However, he gets trapped by him. He gets tricked by him by using that gift ball thing. But Ichigo's here to help him out, and yeah, also, what was his name? Lille Barrow, I think that was his name. He used his his gun to shoot and put out a lot of Shinigamis out of commission, one after the other. But I think they will be fine, hopefully, because Hachi's there with them. Hopefully, he can patch them up. But they're in the middle of the battlefield, out in the open. It's a bit difficult. We have to deal with him as well. So let's see what happens today in this episode. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh boy. Oh, this is him with the. Oh. Okay. Miley's dress is just. Oh, this Parankajas. I think that was his name. Oh. Okay. All right, Mayuri. Great. Whoa. Oh no. Wait. Is your hand okay? It seemed like. Yeah, that's all. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. He just. What the hell? What is he? Like some kind of a plant? Like what? He looks like one of those like carnivorous plants, ready to eat you. It's a question. Oh no. But you know what? We have Zaraki with us. I think it'll be fine. And Mayuri as well. Mayuri is one of the, you know, we have two of the best captains here. Hmm. Is that even his head? What is that? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say you don't want to talk. Mm, true. No, I guess. Wow. Yeah. Hello? Yeah, what is happening? Okay, I think we need to cut this hand off. Yeah, there you go. Otherwise, it probably would have twisted his whole body. Okay, this is some weird stuff is going on. Some horror. Yeah, I was gonna say. Cheap ball of meat. Yeah. Both. We need to, yeah, keep a distance from it. Um, okay. Oh, yeah, this is Zaraki. Good lord. Oh, no. I guess, but still. Whoa, what? How is he even? What is happening? How is he attacking? He's not moving or anything. Oh, thank you. I was like, no, I think he stopped him from. Yeah, he. I think he like. I forgot what his thing does. I think it paralyzes it or something. What? Oh God! Yeah, I was gonna say it paralyzes. That's what I remember. I don't remember that much what his Zanpakuto does. Okay. Nerves. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe he has something else up his sleeve. I don't trust this thing. Oh, damn. Yeah, he's like a plant. Damn. Crazy. He's pissed. But he did it for wow. Okay, Myri, don't get too overconfident, please. Oh no, I feel like something's gonna happen. Well, I hope that's the case. Yeah, something is going on. Don't. I feel like something's going to happen as soon as he steps there. Oh no. Okay, Miley. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. It's gonna explode. Wait, is that Mimi? That's Mimi Hagisama, isn't it? It looks like it, or maybe this is something different. Oh, there you go. Oh my god. So it's the other hand. Oh god. Wait, I'm forgetting. They said something. The right hand stops progression while the left hand increases. Like so. Hmm. Right down. It stops. Yeah. Yeah, but Good God. What the hell is that? Yo, mine has some weird things. Wait, this thing speaks? Yo, his umbrellas. He just wants to experiment. Yeah. He's literally a mad scientist. Okay. Yeah, Parankajas, isn't it? Perinida Parankajas. Hmm. What? Yeah. Okay, Mayuri. This time spell it. What? You know what? Fair enough. Okay, Mayuri, I think you're being too much. Damn, his. Oh no. Okay. Yo, he's swinging around. Yeah. Oh. 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 Hmm. Um. Hmm. Damn, that is too much confidence. Where are they getting this much amount of confidence? Oh, okay. Look it up yourselves. Okay, his the thing is gone. Oh. Oh, okay. Damn. Yeah, it's like they do it. Aerial ho ho, yeah. Hiryankaku, okay. Hmm. Whoa! What the hell? I'm confused. Who's the bad guy here? What is Mayuri is just. Oh my god. Oh god. Nah. Oh no. Oh no, Mayuri. Oh. Oh no, no, no. Oh, that's why. Can Nemu help? Damn. Ah. Yeah. Wait, what? It just. Yeah, he's using them as. Yeah, there you go. Advancement. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Great. Like he's breaking the fingers and using them to make more hands. Oh, here we go. He's using his bankai. Oh, okay. What's he doing? Oh, what? What is that? What is this? Some new form of his bankai? Altered bankai? Ah, and that's what he did. That's why he was. He used his sample and he has modified his Achichajizo into something that will be stronger against his enemy. Oh, here we go. It's being born. His bankai is so weird. Outside the body. Yeah. What? How is this going to help? What? Oh. So it's. I see. Hey! Oh, oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay. See, eating it up as. Bro. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. Hopefully, it doesn't do something from the inside. Because his nerve layers are outside. I don't know. I feel like he's going to do something from the inside. Okay, so wait, did we win that? Baby, hold your hand. Okay, I'm still not sure if we won that. It seems like we won that, but okay, I didn't realize this in the previous episode. They reversed the opening. Sorry, the ending. Why? Didn't they? The visuals? I didn't at all notice this in the previous episode, but someone mentioned this in my Discord. Yeah, this is completely reversed. There you go. Pankaj's new form. Mighty using his. Okay. Kyoraku's voice. Don't chase the shadow. Okay. Okay, so next episode we're going to get to see Kyoraku in action, I think. From that. Okay, so we're done with this. Like, okay, that's it. So Mairi actually defeated him. I don't know. Up until the very end, I was thinking like something's gonna happen because Nemu was saying something like, "Oh, I don't like this." Like something feels weird. That's why I thought there's something more to that. That's why even at the end, I was thinking maybe Panakajas is going to do something from the inside. Um, you know, but you know what? Let's wait for the next episode. I guess we'll get our answers there. But one thing I'm very much looking forward to is see Kyoraku fight, which is probably going to happen next episode from the looks of it. Um, because he is too mysterious. We have seen him fight a little bit against Stark, but that was just it. He didn't use his Bankai. He did nothing. He just fought normally. But and his attack is I also remember the way he fights is something related to colors. He says some like color name and something happens. I've forgotten, but it's a very unique way of fighting. So I really liked it. So when I watched like in the Arankar arc or something like that, the whole Vizard arc where we had Stark fighting him. I really liked his fighting style and everything, but they didn't really go deeper into it. So I hope we get more. And obviously the anime is like kind of fleshing out the defense stuff. So I think like I hope that we're going to get like something good next episode. Anyways, this episode was crazy. It's because of Mayuri. Good lord. Like first and foremost, Zaraki tried to attack, but Zaraki is going to be very disadvantageous against an enemy like this. Like characters have different affinities towards different characters and how strong they are against certain characters. I feel like Zaraki was a very bad match for Parankajas, because Zaraki is more of the like go and fight face to face type of guy. Parankajas is going to completely destroy him. You need someone technical for Parankajas, which is someone who which Mairi has. Like he's extremely like technical. He uses stuff like in a very calculated manner, and I feel like Parankajas was like a perfect opponent for him. So Zaraki is not really like good to be a match against Parankajas. But maybe we are going to, I'm sure we'll get to see more characters in the future who will probably be a good match for Zaraki, and then we'll probably get to see Zaraki go all out. Either way, this enemy was extremely suited for Mayuri, and he showed his terrifying capabilities, as you can see. Like, just imagine, he said that he altered his Bankai in such a way that it, if you put the sample, and that's why I guess he took the sample from Parankajas, if you put the sample and feed it to this new altered Bankai, it alters the Bankai's, his, normal Bankai, what was his name? Ashikoji Jizo, I think something like that, I forgot the name. It alters its capabilities into something that is going to be suitable for the certain enemy that is fighting. So, obviously you do need to get a sample, which Mayuri did, and feed it to him, but then you're going to get like a altered version of your Bankai, which can completely nullify any type of weakness it would have had if you were fighting it normally. Here, for example, he used Pankajas's sample and made his Bankai into something that takes the nerves outside, and it has like, I think like he said 70,000 layers or something. So even if Pankaj uses his attack to like to do what he's doing, like kind of attack the nerve, he's only going to be taking out one layer. There's 70,000 more of these, 69,999 more of these. So that's why Mairi is like, so for you to actually do any damage, you'll have to attack me 70,000 times. Can you do that before I defeat you? Obviously not. Yeah, but what I'm kind of fearing here is that he said the nerves are on the outside. What about the inside? He just ate him. Can he not do something from the inside? That's what I'm fearing. Here we go. The Ashikojijizo has its nerves on the outside of the body. Yeah. Oh, I guess no, he said outside. So I'm guessing the inner layers are. Oh God, what's going to happen then? You know what? Let's wait and see. You know why I'm so concerned about like this coming and biting him in the back? Because Nemu acted like that. You know, as Nemu said, there was a section when Nemu was like, she said something which was kind of like, a little bit concerning, because usually Nemu never talks and she's always like confident in Mayuri, but this time she said she was some kind of ambiguous about something, which is kind of making me think that maybe it's still not over yet. That's why I'm still double guessing myself. I'm like, is it really over? Is it really over? But you know what? Let's wait for the next episode. I think we'll get our answers then and there. But for now, we have won this, and that was like a brilliant way of using his abilities. And and yeah, and Mairi is probably just, what can I say? Like he's too good at these type of things. Like with these type of technical battles, he has just so many stuff with him, and he just opens up his bag and brings out like one gadget after the other made specifically for the type of situation. And he uses them to his advantage. That's absolutely insane. Right. There was only one part in today's episode where he was a little bit like taken aback. Is when the hand that from the eye the nerves came out and it attacked his hand. That's the first and the last time in today's episode he got a little bit concerned. He immediately like bounced back and he like stitched up his hand, and then he was like, oh, a little bit of a shoddy job I did. I'm not used to like like operating on myself with one hand. But that was it. That was the only time he got a little bit startled. Throughout today's episode, he wasn't startled at anything. The buildings were dropping on top of him, like the nerves were coming towards him. He was falling from top to the ground. Like those hands came and completely clapped him. He wasn't perturbed at all. He had like one plan after the another, one gadget after the another, completely like kind of cycling inside his head. He's like, oh, if this happens, I'm going to do this. If this happens, I'm going to do this. And he was just completely cool and calm. Even in the very end, he calmly used his altered Bankai to alter his Bankai's like properties, which makes it easier for him to take out Parankajas, and that's what he did. And yeah, and Ashikajijo just went and just ate up all the hands like candy. He just goes there and like grabs one and starts eating, stuffing his mouth, and then there's another one starts stuffing his mouth. Oh god. And Maya's Bankai is absolutely like just so weird. Like that little baby that comes out is just it's perfect for him, I guess. Like seeing Mayuri's like his personality and everything is like perfect for him. But yeah, that was how he was able to take out Pankaj, or at least for now it seems like he was able to take him out. Like I said, I don't know, unless and until next episode comes out and we can be confirmed that Pankaj is gone. I'm not going to lower my guard because I feel like something's going to happen. But you know what? Yeah, let's see. For now, at least, I think Mai was able to do it. But yeah, if he was actually able to properly destroy Parankajas, then I have to say, like, damn, that was like he is too efficient. Like these Quinchies, we were having such a tough time with. Even what's his name, the Zero Squad. Even the Zero Squad were having a very tough time with him, and that too before like Yahabaha became the soul, like like absorbed the Soul King. Now these Quinchies are even more stronger now. And the fact that Mayuri could just deal with this guy in the matter of a few seconds is absolutely insane. Like, it's absolutely insane. And that's why I'm saying, if he actually took him out in today's episode like this, yeah, props to him, man. Like he just like yeah, like he went above and beyond even the Zero Squad. Like Yeah, but I guess Zero Squad were like tough on their own as well, because when what was her name, I forgot her name. The lady who used his her bankai. When she used her bankai, she just wiped out everyone. But in the end, Yahabaha ended up being more powerful. But still, yeah, like if Mairi actually took out Pankajas, that is fantastic. I'd be very impressed. Let's wait for the next episode. Then I'll be able to properly, like, calm down and be like, you know what, we got him. I still cannot say because who knows what's going to happen in the next episode. Okay, right. And that was Mayuri's section. Zaraki's section, however, as you can see, he just he just went there and tried to attack it. His hands got attacked, and he immediately realized something is going on. His hand starts twisting itself, and immediately he was like, okay, you know what? If I can let this keep going, it'll probably twist my whole body. He just grabbed his hand and just tore it off. I'm more impressed at the fact that he was just able to tear off his hand as if it's a piece of paper. He just grabbed it and just tore it off, like as if like it's just, it's just like a piece of paper. He just tore off from a notebook. Like what, bro? Like I was like, oh, cut your hand off. He just tore it off. I'm like, okay, that works as well, I guess. Good God. Anyways, yeah, and thankfully, Mighty, like before it kind of went deeper into him, Mighty used his Zanpakuto to like completely paralyze Zaraki, so that he doesn't, his body doesn't go crazy and like contorts itself and destroys itself. Um, and yeah, and as you can see, Mighty's like, you know what? I realized, like this is from the nerves, because obviously his Zampaktu's ability is through the nerves. So he's like, this gives me my own, like counter plan to how to deal with you. Like if this wasn't nerves, then I guess this wouldn't have worked. Like Zaraki would have, this probably would have been the end of Zaraki. Since it was nerve related, and Mayuri's Zanpakuto exactly affects the nerves, it worked out perfectly. Like he got paralyzed, his nerves got completely paralyzed, so that it never really worked out. But still, you can see Zaraki even after that, like was moving his eyes, and Mayuri's like, like you know what? Seeing that you can move your eyes, I thank you, because I might need to increase the potency of my Zampaktos, like Anastasia. Seeing you made me realize that, so thank you for that. Oh my God. you know you know what, like Meyer is weird, obviously, like, he's just full crazy and everything, but you gotta respect him for the fact that when something like this happens, like something completely out of the book happens, he doesn't get like surprised or anything. He just calmly analyzes it, and he's like, okay, yeah, I might need to change this, like next time it'll be better. So basically, like this, he doesn't get startled, he doesn't get surprised or anything, or, or he doesn't get angry, he doesn't get sad. He just calmly analyzes it, and he's like, yeah, I'll do better next time. I'll have to tweak this thing, tweak that thing, and make this perfect. Right, that you gotta respect. But like mine is a weird one. Like, I just don't know what to feel about him. Like he's very obviously, he's very strong of, and in this situation, like, mine is that type of guy who you want to have as a friend. Like it's problematic if you have as an enemy. Like you don't really like him that much, or don't really hate him that much as well, but at the same time, it would be such a long day if he becomes your enemy. So like he's that type of a character. So yeah, right. And that was it. That was today's episode. Oh, also, obviously, the true identity of Pankaj is the left hand of the Soul King, which is also something. One thing that Mayuri mentioned is like, I wonder why the left hand is working for, or is with, Yahabaha, because like that's an interesting question. He's like, yeah, I do wonder why. Um, But yeah, and the right hand, yeah, which Ukitake had the right hand, didn't he? Yeah, I think so. It was something that stagnated thing. That is why his, like, his sickness was stagnated, while this thing progresses thing. Yeah, and that's why it like affects the, I don't know, like the nerves and stuff. I'm not really sure. Anyways, um, yeah, that is the left hand of the Soul King. And the Soul King's left hand has an interesting ability, you could say. The fingers, you can, like, as they were showing, if you cut off the finger, it it falls down, and that finger can turn into a hand. So yeah, I guess that was what was going on, and that's how they were at the end. They were like three hands, but Ashikaga Jinzo just made a quick meal out of it. So I guess, yeah. Okay, right, and that was today's episode. Great episode, and we get to see Mayuri in action today. I was expecting to see Zaraki in action, but I'm guessing we'll have to wait for that because this opponent wasn't really fit for Zaraki. Zaraki needs someone else who would be like fighting him like face to face, sword to sword. Not like this. Like, this guy was too technical for Zaraki. Like, for someone as straightforward as Zaraki, it would be difficult to deal with someone like this. So, perfect. We had Mayuri with us. And yeah, and that was today's episode. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. We still don't know what happened to Renji. Like, Ruri was looking at him, and that's it. That's where they didn't show anything. Also, Lile Baro, the one who was like shooting, he also stopped shooting. So I guess I wonder why he just stopped shooting them. So that's also another thing. I guess we'll get those answers later. Right. And that was today's episode, my overall impressions of today's episode. Now, let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, like I said, you can see Renji is like down. Uryu comes and looks at him, and then we have Lile Barrow kind of through his sights looking at the Shinigamis, but he doesn't really shoot anymore. I wonder why. And then we come across Parankajas. So Parankajas is there waiting in front of them, and you can see Mayuri and Zaraki is there. Zaraki, as always, like Mayuri at first was like, let's stop and like analyze him, but Zaraki's like, nah, man, I'm not that type of guy, you know me. And he just goes and like whacks him. His head explodes, and Zaraki's hand also goes, but Zaraki's like, it's fine, one hand only, it's okay. But the problem here was, it's not just the hand, but the fact that it can control the nerves. So Parankajas' head is just blasted open, but the problem strikes when we see that Zaraki's hand starts twisting into itself, and it starts spreading throughout his whole body. Thankfully, Zaraki takes out his own hand, and stops himself from contorting into like a, as Mayuri says, a piece of meat. Right. And I love like Zaraki and Mayuri's banter. Like Zaraki's like obviously like asking, not like that, like sometimes you say like, oh, like you repeat something or say something which you don't really want any answer of in particular. You're just talking to yourself, and each of them are doing that, and the other one is like, oh, was that a question or were you talking to yourself? In the end, when Zaraki's like, oh, how do we deal with this? And Mayuri's like, like, let me think about it. And he was like going to tell him something. And Zaraki's like, oh no, it's fine. I was just talking to myself. That wasn't a question, by the way. And he just leaves to attack. And Mayuri tries to stop him. You can see, you can see like Ikkaku and Yumechika were like, oh, like, like, Mayuri's like using our captain as a cannon fodder so that he could do his experiments. But you can clearly see Mayuri was trying to stop him, Mayuri like screamed. Mayuri's like Zaraki, don't, or something like that, he said. But this is Zaraki we're talking about. He just goes anyways. Like, yeah. And he goes and he's like, I'm going to take care of it before he can hit me. But as you can see, it doesn't really work. He hits him, but his legs and his hands, his body gets affected by the nerves. And yeah, that's it. His whole body starts contorting, and this is where Mayuri comes and uses his Zanpakuto to paralyze him, which helps out because it's related to the nerves. And Mayuri's like, as I expected, this is nerve related. And that is why my Ashikaji Jizo, my Zanpakuto actually worked. And you can see Kenpachi is just still. He cannot move, he cannot do anything, just still. Which thankfully stops what was happening with him, his whole body contorting. Right, and this is where Mayuri comes and starts talking to, Parankajas, and he explains. He's like, I've always thought like how you quenches pour reishi into your nerves and your veins, and that's how you can, like, as you can see, like Yahabaha was controlling Ichigo like that, and he's like, I thought maybe one of you have some kind of a power like that, and there you go, and that's why I kind of realized that maybe your power is related to the nerves. Anyways, Miles just happy. Miles like, you know what? You're a nice specimen. It was great. I can get you as a sample. And yeah. And Kempas is just like, there, like just staring at him, and then he like moves his eyes, and Miles like, like, yeah, you know what? Next time I'll probably increase the potency. The fact that you can still move your eyes around shows that you're such a monster. But don't worry about it. Next time I'll make it better, so that you cannot even move your eyes. Yeah, and then he starts like babbling like he always does. He's like, "Oh, thank you so much. You're such a nice specimen. You've just come in front of me, and now I can use you for my experiments. Also, thanks for making this opportunity. That now I can also understand that Ashikoji Jizo's potency for the paralyzing thing needs improvement because Kempachi here he can move his eyes. Like so you helped me in two ways. Like by coming here. It's like I thank you for that. Right. Yeah, and this is what Lemu was like. Like Nemu's like I'm always on standby. Like Mairi never needs me. That's how strong he is. But then she says, I hope that is the case this time as well. This is why I'm saying, like, why was she saying these things? This makes me think something's going to happen in the end, and that's why I'm still not like completely confirmed if Mayuri defeated Parankajas. I feel like something's going to happen. Otherwise, why is this like? Why did Nemu say something like this? This is like some kind of foreshadowing or something. Let's wait and see. Right. Okay, and then after that, he's like, "Oh, come and become my test subject and all that." And this is where Parakata shows his true form. The left hand of the Soul King, and he's like, "Oh, so you're the Soul King's left hand arm." And this thing also speaks. He's speaking to Mayuri, and he's like, "Oh, like you." Well, what did he say? Wait a minute. Wait, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. When Mayuri was saying like, I'm feeling so much joy because I can finally make you into a test specimen. He was like joy, and Mayuri's like, oh, you can speak as well. And I just love the different gadgets just Mayuri takes out. He's like uses like an umbrella with a face, and the faces are crying. Like, what? He's some weird stuff. And then he's like, oh, I do wonder what type of organ you're using to produce your voice. You know what? We'll find out. When I experiment on you. And then you can see Parankajas is uh, like left arm, not name, and he's like, my name is not left arm. I'm Pernida Parankajas, and then he's like, you don't understand what you say, and Myri is like, you don't understand, and he's like, yeah, don't understand usually insults, which means he's basically saying if there's something that I don't understand, usually it's insults. I guess it makes sense because you're obviously fighting someone, your opponent. So he's thinking that he's insulting him, and that means he's insulting the Quincy's, which is not okay. Pankaj is very mad. So Pankaj starts using his nerves to, like even control like inanimate objects, which is also something that Myri gets extremely elated about. He's like, damn, like you can do that as well. That is crazy. Um, and Myri just uses his hand, like his, like those hands to kind of swing around from one place to another. Yeah, and this whole chase happens for a little while, and then we kind of go a little bit to Busby's group. So basically, Lily, what was her name? Lily, I forgot her name. Um, she tells Busby to go and deal with Hashwald because he's his target for some kind of a reason, while these two are going to take care of the king. And I'm like, how do you two have so much confidence? It makes no sense. Like, how? Like what? Are they planning on sneaking in and catching the king Yahabaha off guard or something? Yahaba's literally absorbed the Soul King. How can these two be so confident that they think they can take him out? I just don't understand. Anyways, like Hashwald, I guess still Hashwald is extremely strong as we've seen. Um, but the king really, I just don't know. I just don't know where they're getting this amount of confidence from. Anyways, right. After that, like you see, when the two hands kind of try to clap Mayuri was like falling, but on the ground there's also those veins. So Mayuri's like, don't worry. He uses hitting. Wait, what was the name? Hiren Kyaku. No, Hiren Kyaku. Yeah, which we've seen Ishida using before, and we've seen this in way ago in Bleach. Like they use this to like jump around and go around from one places to another using the reishi. And he's like, oh, I'm using this. And if you remember, I remember like Mayuri like fought against Uryu way back in the very first season during the Rukia's execution arc. I guess from there he was able to get his samples and his like stuff to experiment on, and that's how he was able to make this thing for himself. Um, right, and now he's like floating around and everything, and Mahiri uses, I don't know what the hell he's using. He uses like a weird person and slingshots it, and it explodes the one of the fingers, and he then puts like some kind of like preserving agent on it, and he's like, oh, I'll come back to you later. I'll make a jar for you. I'm going to preserve you over there and use you in my experiments. Um, yeah, but this is the where the problem strikes, is where the only time in today's episode where Mayuri was a little bit taken aback. From the eyes, those nerves came and attacked like Mayuri's hand. Mayuri immediately jumped back, and he immediately like patched it up real quick so that it doesn't like explode and contort like Zaraki. And however, it was still a shoddy job he did. He's like, oh, I did a shoddy job. I rearranged everything, but still, with one hand, I wasn't able to do anything properly. And the fingers that has been ripped is becoming another arm, for Parankajas. So it's like, interesting. And okay, this is where Mari also says, I've read in a book that Soul's King right hands control stillness. You, however, control advancement. I tend to believe, and I don't tend to believe anything until I have proven myself. But yeah. Oh, I see. That is why. I guess it was. No, no, wait. Advancement. Like, advancement means upgrade, I guess. Yeah. And that is why he's like, knowledge gained from books is merely knowledge. To be able to experience both in succession like this, what a wonderful battle this is. And then he takes out his Zanpakuto and he's like using his Konjiki Ashikicho Jizo. But he's like, oh, this is not going to, this is not going to like poison anyone. This is different. Yeah, and he brings out an altered version of his Ashikoji Jizo. This thing gives birth to a baby, like with a big stomach, and Konjiki Ashikoji Jizo Matatai Fukuin Shotai. So from this thing, another Ashikoji Jizo comes out, which is an altered version. So an altered Bankai, Matai Fukuin Shotai, is a Konjiki Ashikoji Jizo variant that I created. It has the ability to give birth to a new Ashikoji Jizo based on the data I sent it during combat. There you go. Even Pankaj is like, what? You don't understand? You'll see, yeah. And this Achikuji Jutsu like stomach explodes, and then the golden Achikuji Jutsu comes out. And this one, however, has nerves on the outside of the body. That's why it's like in pain. It's constantly screaming, and he's like, yeah, I don't care about that though. But you know what I care about is that how this will work. So basically, since it's nerve layers on the outside, you might try to control his nerves, but it's just going to take out one layer. So you will have to fire your attack 70,000 times if you want it to make any like damage, to do any damage to my Ashikuji Jujutsu. Otherwise, yeah, it's useless. And yeah, Ashikuji Jujutsu goes and starts eating up the fingers, which has become arms, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, he just ate him up. And Miles like laughing like a madman. I don't think the battle is still over because he ate the fingers, didn't he? Like the hand is still there, isn't it? Wait a minute, let me check. I didn't realize this at first. Wait a minute. Or is the battle over? I don't know. I think the hand is still left, isn't? No, it's not left. No, okay. The middle one is the true hand, isn't it? Because its fingers are broken. Its two fingers are broken, which are on the ground and which has become more hands. So he grabbed all the three hands and ate it. So all of them are gone, isn't it? That means Pankaj is destroyed, I'm assuming. But like I said, the fact that Memu was saying stuff like that makes me think that there's still something left. Something's going to happen. Let's wait for the next episode. Either way, that's how he dealt with Pankaj today. Fantastic episode. Like Mari was like absolutely amazing. Yeah, this person never ceases to amaze me in a very weird way. But yeah, and that is it. That was my reaction to episode 8 of Bleach 1000 Year Blood War The Conflict. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Bleach. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.